talking about the piano group in Dayton 26 years ago, and I think I mentioned in an earlier segment that our facilitator, Carol, would occasionally let us pick our own songs for a recital. I think it was every month or so. And in thinking about those recitals, it occurred to me that a couple of them were leading into the Christmas season, so I had to learn some Christmas songs. Again, not my favorite genre, but it did force me to start coming up with some arrangements I could play, such as... I also learned Now those two songs I actually did at recitals, but I recorded them later and put them on my Christmas EPs for promotional use only, not for sale. And Christmas 92 and Christmas 93. Now Christmas 92 included One Guitar and the Syracuse Blues. We talked about those songs earlier. Christmas 93 included What Will It Take and You Know I Do. So anyway, a couple other songs that I eventually learned, not for the recitals, but I just kind of got into this Christmas thing for a while. Did this one. And what else? Did this one. Also kind of did a jazzy version of... I'm not going to put on a Christmas recital for you right now, even though they're all Lester songs. It's August, I'm really not in a Christmas spirit at the moment. Maybe after I get my new piano, I'll play them for you at a more appropriate time and actually be in tune. No offense, Lester. Maybe I'll even practice for it instead of just farting around like I am now. But as it turns out, these songs, along with a bunch of others I learned right here on Lester, helped me get some Christmas gigs in the 90s. And so if you happen to be at a corporate Christmas party in the Los Angeles area back then, I might have been the schmuck in the back corner of the room that was largely ignored by the partygoers. Yeah, it was a gig. Anyway, for my first recital in Dayton, I hadn't yet started introducing my original music in these things. So I picked a tune that I thought was pretty safe, generally adored by the masses, and one of my favorite Beatles tunes, Hey Jude. I had the melody and the chords, just like the show tunes that Carol liked to assign, except that these chords were actually pretty accurate. I got them out of a book that my mom gave me, wow, probably when I was back in junior high or something. I usually use this book to learn songs on guitar, but Hey Jude was clearly a song that features piano, so I figured it would make a good recital piece. Now unfortunately, I guess I had underestimated how old most of the people in the piano group were, because nobody in the class had ever heard of this song, except for maybe one younger guy. Even Carol, when she introduced the piece, she called it Jude. Obviously a big Beatles fan. So anyway, for most of the audience that night, this was their introduction to Beatles music. I'm glad it went over well. There you have it, my version of Hey Jude.